The incredible thing about political scandals is that there are always tapes. And now we have heard the tapes of Donald Trump as if it was a 1930s radio serial, flirting with a staffer, a young ingenue with the nation's most closely guarded secrets. He flirts with her, telling her about the Iran war plans handed to him by the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Milley, when he was the president of the United States, the commander-in-chief of the world's most potent military, including command and control unilaterally over the launch of the world's most potent nuclear arsenal.
Bad, sick people.
That was your coup, against you.
Well, it started right at the
like
beginning.
when Milley's talking about, you were going to try to do a coup. No, they were trying to do that before you even were sworn in.
That's right.
Trying to overthrow your election.
Well, with Milley, let me see that. I'll show you an example. He said that I wanted to attack Iran. Isn't it amazing? I have a big pile of papers. This thing just came up. Look. This was him. They presented me this. This is off the record, but they presented me this. This was him. This was the Defense Department and him.
Wow.
We looked at some. This was him. This wasn't done by me. This was him. All sorts of stuff. It's pages long. Look. Wait a minute. Let's see here.
Yeah.
I just found, isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, Except it is like highly confidential, secret. This is secret information. But look at this. You attack, and
Hillary would print that out all the time,
she'd send it,
email.
she'd send it to Anthony Weiner, the pervert. By the way, isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
I was just saying, because we were talking about it. And he said, he wanted to attack Iran and what? These are the papers. This was done by the military, given to me. I think we can probably, right?
I don't know, we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to try to
Declassify.
figure out
See, as president, I could have declassified it. Now I can't, but this is classified.
now we have a problem.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
It's so cool. I mean, it's so, look, here I have, and you probably almost didn't believe me, but now you believe me.
No, I believe
It's incredible, right?
No,
Hey, bring some Cokes in, please.
The first thing I thought about when I heard this tape was, is this actually real? Is this AI generated? Is this my exposure to my first deep fake? But it is real. And it's astonishing. And incredibly, since Donald Trump has been indicted on 37 counts for cavalierly sharing, storing, stealing some of the nation's most closely guarded secrets, his poll numbers have only risen in the Republican primary. He may be on his way to prison, but he's also on his way to the Republican nomination. What Donald Trump did isn't just illegal. It is profoundly immoral. It is the deepest type of betrayal. A nation must have its secrets. It must be prepared for danger. Peace is preserved through strength. And it is the American military that must guard the United States of America under the command of civilian authority and the President of the United States, who assumes upon swearing a 35-word oath prescribed in the Constitution that is the same one that George Washington took, the awesome privileges and responsibilities to be the chief executive of the American Republic. There are many responsibilities that come with the presidency. None are higher than the duties of commander-in-chief of the nation's armed forces, the protection of the nation, the security of the nation. Donald Trump betrayed those responsibilities. And you hear him do it like it's a radio play from the 1930s, complete with the ingenue, flirting, flummoxed, happy to be in the presence of the boxes with all the nation's secrets in it. It is as sickening a tape as any American will ever hear, if that American is someone who loves their country, someone who is a patriot, and who lives in reality. Because in reality, America's peace and prosperity and tranquility and all of the good things are safeguarded by young Americans who do dangerous work to keep all of us safe. They are owed our respect, our thanks, our admiration, and they deserve to have leaders who are responsible with the most sensitive information the government has should things go off the rails. And the United States of America must ask its sons and daughters to fight and die under the American flag. This shameful man is once again ahead in the polls, seeking the Republican nomination. It is a national abomination. It is evidence of deep rot and decay in our land and in our society. All around us swirls idiocy, imbecility, and insanity. And incredibly, it's become a billion-dollar industry. And the cost of that industry is going to be paid by our children and their children. Because we're going to leave a country behind that is divided and dysfunctional and broken, where even reality is hidden and unknown and unseeable through the fog of lies. Only the most naive amongst us doesn't understand the danger at hand in both the world and in our country. The events this weekend in Russia are not over. They are still unfolding. If Vladimir Putin falls, there is not just a possibility, but a probability that what follows him is worse, even more extreme and insidious. We have fools leading this country in positions of responsibility, grave responsibility. Nowhere is that more true than in today's Republican Party, the party of Trump, the party of MAGA, the party of the Patriot Front, the party of the Proud Boys, the party of the Oath Keepers, the party of the conspiracy theorists, the party of the anti-Semite Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert and Matt Gaetz, and on and on and on. They lie, they divide, and they steal with impunity from you. Why? Because it's tolerated. Because what Donald Trump understands and what his acolytes understand is that they will never be in the majority, but they are a big enough minority that if they can team up and merge with indifference and apathy, then they have enough to take power and control. And that power and control will extend into every aspect of every American's life. And woe be to any American that is different, that can be painted as less than. The danger is inescapable when far-right regimes rise to power. And make no mistake, when Nazis fly their flag in the plain light of day in the state of Georgia on a sunny Saturday afternoon while Jews worship, none of us are safe. And that is the point of the Trump tapes. He has placed this country and all of us in the gravest type of danger. He weakened us. He divided us. A disordered, sick personality with visions of grandeur dancing in his brain. A man who wanted North Korean-style military parades at his inaugural as a celebration of his power, not his privilege. When the lowest people in a great nation take charge of the nation's destiny, they will steer it towards oblivion, into the gloom, the night, the dark. And we are aboard that ship. We are all passengers on a proverbial Titan circling the depths above the Titanic, having forgotten every lesson that she taught, that history teaches, about what happens when people remain silent against despotism and dishonesty and the stigmatizing and scapegoating of minorities. The lessons are clear. The danger is at hand. The tapes are the evidence. Donald Trump is a menace to the security of this country like no person who has lived since Charles Lindbergh, Robert Lee, and Jefferson Davis. It's as simple as that. His cadre of sycophants, some of whom can be heard laughing on the tape, are an assemblage of cowardice, opportunism, extremism that should be taken very, very seriously. Nearly a decade has passed since Donald Trump began to insinuate himself into the affairs of the nation and began to try on politics for size. Look where it has taken us. The American people have a choice. The American justice system has a crisis, just like the entire system of American government, just like the totality of the American media, just like the whole of American business. Things are falling apart, and it is best to recognize it before what is crumbling turns completely to dust. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a video. Also, for more content just like this, please consider joining our Warning Premium community. You can find out more in the description below.